Good morning. Yesterday morning we mentioned 5 of the 10 things that promote extra concentration during tefillah, specifically the Amidah. However, it applies to the whole tefillah at large. Today we're going to mention the second 5. So there's 10 different concepts and methods that the Derech HaChaim and also brought down by the Shira, which brings us and helps us to concentrate better during tefillah. Today we'll mention the second 5. Number 6 is kol, the voice. And that means that if a person finds himself concentrating better when they pray aloud, they should. If they find them concentrating better when they pray quietly, they should. So when it comes to the silent prayer, we know that there is a obvious machloket. We all know about this contradiction, whether one's supposed to pray loud enough that they hear themselves but not their fellow, as the Shulchan Aruch says, or like the Arizal, quiet that even you don't hear yourself. Either way, however you go, you do whatever promotes more concentration for your prayer. When it comes to other parts of tefillah, when we definitely allowed to do it out loud, again, then it depends on how loud you will do it, based on how much kavanah you'll have. On the contrary, one cannot go so loud that they will disrupt others around them, because then, if it would disrupt you, you wouldn't want to disrupt others. So praying out loud is the proper way. However, making it at the regular volume that it does not disrupt anybody, always within mind of love your fellow like yourself, as well as promoting concentration. That's when it comes to the level of the voice. The next is hachana, preparing oneself. A person is supposed to, as much as possible, prepare themselves before they go into prayer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Just like any meeting, whether it's an interview or in a court meeting, one prepares beforehand going into it. So too before tefillah, with Melech Malchem Nachim, the greatest of all the more so do we need a little preparation. Now this might sound a little heebie-jeebie or oriental, however, meditating before prayer is something which is definitely helpful and promotes concentration. Now the concept of meditation, I'll tell you as one who has experience, the concept of meditation is clearing one's mind. Before practicing martial arts, those of us who've ever done martial arts understands that the meditating before and after is just to clear one's mind. While going into martial arts, the point of meditating in the beginning is to clear one's mind from everything else and just focusing on what they're about to do at hand and at task concentration. That concept applies very much so towards prayer as well. Coming and pausing a moment before you put on your talit, before you put on your tefillin. Pausing. But again, meditation is not an Oriental concept. It's a Jewish concept. It's a Torah concept. And pausing before you put on your talit, before you put on your tefillin, thinking what you're doing, why you're doing it, and then most importantly, clearing one's mind from anything and everything that we have on our minds, which we have so much, in order to concentrate for the deliverance of the prayer that we're about to do. That's number 7. Number 8 is, as he puts it here, nichnas. That means situate yourself in the Bet Knesset that people are not going to come to you while you're praying. If you're, for example, if you are sitting in a place where you know someone always comes and sits next to you, and that will promote a distraction in your concentration, so definitely don't sit there. Find yourself a place where you will not be distracted. The next one, look at number 8. Number 9. Number 9 is shachen. Who's your neighbor when you pray? You're supposed to pick yourself not only a place where you're not going to be distracted where you pray, but on the other hand, you should find a place to pray where the people that sit around you or the environment that sit around you promotes concentration. This way, you feed off each other's strengths. The last one, number 10, is zman, time. Allocating a proper amount of time to pray. If a person only sets 10 minutes to pray shacharit a day, you'll have a hard time concentrating. You're going to be rushing against the time. You'll be concentrating on getting rid of it quickly, chas v'shalom. So allocating the proper time for every tefillah that a person has to deliver, whether it's Birkat HaMazon, whether it's shacharit, mincha, arvit, Shabbat shacharit, any of the above, and anything else that a person could think of. If you allocate the proper amount of time to it, that also will promote towards its concentration. So this way you don't need to be thinking of how fast can I get rid of it. B'ezrat Hashem, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will bless us to to have as much concentration at tefillot based on the 10 principles of concentration that we mentioned yesterday and today. Amen.